One of the most loved squadron aircraft since its arrival to the game is the F-5E FCU, found in the Japanese air tree as a Thailand Tiger II. Now, before we dive too far into this video, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. Join the Discord link down below in the description. If you guys don't end up enjoying the content, you can always unsubscribe later, but it really helps with the channel and means the world to me. So, the F-5E FCU is oftentimes loved due to the addition of the AIM-9P4 and access to the Python 3. These air-to-air missiles make the F-5, an already formidable aircraft, even better for air-to-air combat. One of the things that this aircraft is almost never talked about, however, is its air-to-ground capability, often because this is pretty much identical to other F-5s, and that is true. Yet, you do get to pair this thing up with a very unique premium, the Type 90. Now, those two put together makes a pretty interesting lineup in my opinion, as there's not a lot of other squadron aircraft that form a great lineup with premiums and other additions. I mean, there is like the A4 for America that pairs with like the XM1, but I would just say and argue that this is one of the better pairs. They just kind of, you know, they're so similar in BR, being 10.7 and now 11.0 as the Type 90 has been moved up. But they kind of just suit each other. So if you're looking for an aircraft to perform CAS missions in, and you're a premium player, well, you now have access to the F-5E FCU. Nothing necessarily makes this aircraft special from the American F-5E. It has the same AGM-65s, it gets access to the same amount of bombs, it gets access to the same gun pod. So the aircraft, in terms of air-to-ground, is identical. I do think that this aircraft is oftentimes overlooked for its CAS capabilities, and the fact that it, is so accessible to so many players, with one of the most bought premiums in the game being in the same BR range. So it definitely makes the F-5E FCU, I would imagine, way more of an option than people ever talk about, as I just really don't see players, one, ever bring it. I don't understand why. It performs great in CAS, maybe just the lack of players actually having it. And two, the fact that, everyone kind of just seems to forget about this aircraft. I will see it in ARB from time to time, but as far as squadron vehicles go, this aircraft just doesn't seem to be very played. I don't know if it's the fact that people don't want to necessarily play Japan, or if they just don't really have a need for it. So in terms of its actual, air-to-air capability, just its ability in general in the game, it performs CAS missions very well. If you stay in ranges where you don't have to, or if you stay in games where you're not going up against modern SAM systems, you're going to have a great time. You get access to the AGM-65B, 30mm gun pods, bombs, and rockets with ballistic computers. And then for your air-to-air combat, you have access to the Python 3 and the AIM-9P4 like I already mentioned. You do sit at a slightly higher BR and ARB for that reason, but again, you do have access to much better weapon systems, so that just kind of makes sense. Anyways, I want to know what your guys' thoughts are down below in the comments on the F-5E FCU. Do you guys think it's overrated or underrated? And do you guys think it's a viable option for ground RB or not? Also, I want to know if you guys think that squadron aircraft in general should get more towards premium rewards. What I mean is, instead of just being like a normal aircraft or a normal tech vehicle or event, it gets access to maybe half, closer to what premiums get. That's just a thought I've had for a while. Anyways, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I will hope to see you guys in the next one. Make sure to join the Discord and hit the like button and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.